We've come out of countless lockdowns, and I feel like it's really messing people's mental. They are performing a vital service to people in the area.
I'm a huge fan. Hopeless, pathetic, on a grand scale.
I think it's one of the most important things you can do. It's community service.
This is the first time I felt everyone comes together, like, after this lockdown. Like, we need this.
You can't describe what they do because it's just that a feeling.
It's like a wave, a joy wave that spreads like a domino.
We're here to find ultimate joy, and Joy Anonymous, we feel, is that ticket.
I'm Hen.
This is Lou.
And we are Joy Anonymous, kind of like a dance collective. We're 27 collectively.
13 and 14.
13 and 14. Basically, we're meant to go and, like everyone else, go travel the world, go do tours, and we were like, oh, OK, lockdown's closed us down. So we basically went down to the South Bank and, yeah, started playing.
Public service from now on, Joy Anonymous bringing you joy every day the sun comes out. Anyway, bless your heart.
People come through and see us playing and they come and get involved and have a little dance. Sometimes for 5 minutes, sometimes I'll stay for hours. And, you know, we're kind of the Pied Pipers of the South Bank.
We basically came from the idea of, like, other anonymous meetings, like Alcoholics Anonymous, and basically started thinking about putting joy at the cornerstone of that. People see how we're, like, reacting off each other. They then react. People then go, like, oh, maybe I could jump on the mic. And you're like, Jesus, this is a real living organism. Obviously, the other thing in lockdown is that people don't have places where they can really have that release from normal day-to-day strains. And to not have that for almost, you know, by the time we started was getting close to, like, at least 6 months. That's a long time of pent-up energy. And that combusting on the South Bank, there was no deep intention to it, but it's kind of formed an intention through all the people who came through. We've been out there for a year now, just evolved. With all the atrocities of lockdown has brought, to provide some kind of relief in this way is, you know, nothing more than heavenly for us. So today we're heading down to the South Bank. It depends on the tides, but today we're heading down for like 5:30. The lowest tide's at 5:30 today, so it means we've probably got till like
9 or 10, right? We have to suddenly move all our stuff out pretty quick. Should we get it? We're going.
How have the police been cool with a mass gathering during a pandemic?
We kind of started and think, like, you know, if anyone brings up COVID, obviously we'll stop. You know, the police would come and I swear to God, not once did they mention COVID. The first thing they would ask us is this ticketed? Have you promoted it? And we were like, no, we just turned up with speakers and a battery, and it's not our fault that people wanted to join in. The Stone Circle was the first place we kind of started playing. It was actually like us and 5 other people. And then by the Friday, there was kind of like 300. We had a drum kit out there. 20 police came deep, and then we got this citation saying, dear guy in a hat, you can't play between.
It was Waterloo Bridge and Blackfriars Bridge, so that kind of moved us off down to the Tate, which is now where we play on the beach there, which is better, I think.
Yeah.
Would you be sad if there wasn't a good crowd tonight?
No, as long as there's like, yeah, between 1 and 5, that's enough, man. What's up, man? Have you? Follow the trolley, big boy.
Yeah, I'm going for the party. Well, we saw it on Instagram and we were like, this has got to be the one.
Even now, as lockdown's easing, still the idea, like, spontaneity is being crushed out of people.
The maddest bit for me, certainly, is like, none of these guys were planning on doing that tonight. They were planning on going for a walk, looking at the river, having some beers maybe. And by the end of it, they're there, like, jumping around, like, screaming.
When I say south, you say back. Back, south. When I say south, like you say south, back. South. Feel like making dreams.
Every time, you're right, man.
We normally start kind of chilled, and then the people kind of are getting quite into it, we can ramp it up, get a bit more heavy or whatever, but we build up.
Hello.
Make people feel comfortable and then sort of go for it. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Tate. Tate.
Even setting up now, you see people coming and already a bit intrigued. What are these wrong uns about to do?
I don't know where I've been.
I'm a rapper, I'm an MC, and when it gets a bit later, I'll just start MCing. So first off, like couples, families look over these banisters and people come and sit by the river. But as it gets darker and more people come, we just start playing some music with more bass in that, basically.
If you start playing loud music anywhere in London, people will eventually congregate. But what they've done with the vibe consistently just being irresistible. Look at him, mate. He's in all fucking cream. I think it's one of the most important things you can do, reminding yourself that strangers aren't scary. Forget yourself, forget your troubles, forget whatever the fuck is going on at home. I mean, the dance floor isn't ideal, but bro, these boys know about the Tide. It's funny that he's doing a musical residency where Tide is like something you have to consider.
Have you ever come to this before?
No, we're just walking past. Yeah, first time, yeah. We were going to cook dinner, actually,
We were
but
home and we stayed.
I think like this is the first time I felt everyone come together like after this lockdown. Like we need this.
Yeah.
Joy Anonymous are some of the best people I've ever met in my life. What they do is they just, like, what don't they do?
It feels just incredible to be somewhere that young people can hang out and dance and feel free and glorious.
You can't describe what they do because it's just a feeling. People are wanting some sort of hope. They want to just have some sense of how life used to be and how happy things have been.
The police just arrived and they said to spread out because we're still like in a corona times.
Police have come many times. I'm sure there's more important things that police can be doing except from shutting down something that's very positive. We've had small, like, baby children dancing. How can a policeman come and shut that down? You just look like a waste man.
I came in, the police came down and basically said we can't play down there, but we can play up here apparently. So we're going to carry on and we're going to keep the distance a bit more. Yeah, we're back on, man. So.
As everything opens up, we'll keep doing this in the next years to come anyway. Like even when clubs and everything opens, people still want to have that feeling of like you just stumbled upon something. And feel like you've like found something special that only you were there for that one moment. You know, we sit at the end of these nights and kind of, Lou and I will sit by the South Bank, everyone's going, you know, it gets emotional for us. All humans lean on music as a form of like therapy, release, you know, some kind of escapism. And just to be able to make people feel human again is everything.
It's the end. This is the end of the night. People are going home. We played for like 6 hours. I think we'll be back next Friday. If the Tides are on side, of course. Of course.